Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel, where I take you through everything tech. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at 7 features you're probably not using on your Samsung, rendering you underusing your phone. So let's dive right in, but please let's try to give this video 100 likes. The algorithm is going to then push the videos forward, and you are going to be encouraging me to keep producing videos like this. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the post notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. Let's dive right in. So the first one, often than not, if you want to check your dates, you would either be looking at a calendar in front of you, or you would need to swipe down to see the date right there. But what if I told you that that's actually something that you can put in the past by using one of the models in the Good Luck application? With regards to that, if you don't have that Good Luck application or struggling to download it, check the top right corner. There is a video I've made that should help you with that. So let's go. So you're going to go into the Good Luck application, tap on it that way, and once you're inside, you're going to be looking for the model called Quick Start, this very one. If you're inside Quick Start, you're going to go to Clock Settings and tap on that. Then in Clock Settings, you're going to go to Show Date. Toggle that on, and let's go inside. Once you're inside, you can select the format of the date you want to be shown. You can select that option, and it's going to change in real time over there. That option, but for me, I choose the date and the day. Once you're done with that, you can tap back, and from this day forth, you're going to have your date right there. If you want to change how it's positioned, you can select to hide it completely, or you can select it to also even be on the right hand side. There you go. All right, and also, as we can see here, there's no AM or PM. You can always toggle this on to bring that up, but for me, I would rather keep it off. All right, thank you. Yes, so have you realized that there are long statements or sentences that you type each day in your conversations? What if I told you that there's a shortcut to typing all those statements without necessarily going through the full keyboard to type that? Well, let me show you. And this very thing applies particularly to your Samsung keyboard. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to come into any space where you can type, and once you're in there, you're going to tap on Settings. In Settings, which is for the Samsung keyboard, you're going to come down till you find Text Shortcuts. Then in here, you can add new shortcuts like this. You put in the shortcut you want to use, like this. Maybe the shortcut is H D D. Okay, HDD is the shortcut, and what does it represent? Maybe it represents capital How Do You Do. So this is what it is. Then you're going to tap on Add, or for instance, you're going to put IMU, which is I miss you. Now note that these are case sensitive, so whatever you put here, you should be typing the very same thing to get the very same thing down here. Then you're going to hit on Add. This means that once we are inside any text space like this, and then I type HDD and I hit enter, it's going to put that there. Not only enter, but even if I type IMU, which is I miss you, and I hit space, it's going to put that statement there. So here you go, probably a feature on your keyboard that you're not using. Let's go on. Have you realized that your phone probably is having Quad HD resolution, but you're not using it because you're trying to save your battery? Well, what if I told you that there is something you could do, or a routine you could set up that would help you maximize that potential of your phone? Well, let me show you. For instance, you reach home late in the night, you put your phone on charge, and then that's the time you play games, or that's the time when you watch YouTube videos, and you want to experience your Quad HD resolution or your 120 or 60 Hz display. Well, let me show you how to benefit from that. First and foremost, you're going to go into Settings, swipe down into Settings, and look for Modes and Routines. And once you're here, you're going to tap on Routines. In here, you're going to create a new routine, which is tap on the plus icon there, and then here you're going to select charging. So what we are creating is when my phone is charging. So first and foremost, we're going to look for charging. Okay, when the charging status of my phone is either wired charging or wireless charging. Often it's not going to be wireless charging, but let's choose that anyways, because it could probably be on the phone stand. Then also probably when I'm also using Wi-Fi. Okay, so when I'm using, we're going to choose Wi-Fi. So when I'm using Wi-Fi is on probably, and then also probably when you are in a certain location. So you could select this and select, so place. For location, we're going to select place, and then you can say my current location, which is going to look for it here inside for you. And then if that location is correct, or you want to set it as your home, or you've set it as your home already, you're going to proceed to say that And so then there is going to be a charging status, a Wi-Fi status, and also a place. Once all these conditions are satisfied, then what? So then we can come here and select resolution and say that during that time, then you want to set your phone to quad resolution. So, and also you could probably say add the condition that brightness, maybe you want maximum brightness, even extra brightness, and done. So you're cranking your phone up. So with all these things set, we can save it. And then you can change the name to whatever you want and then select an icon to depict that. And then you can press done. This would then cause your phone to go immediately into quad HD and then also set your brightness for the highest if all those conditions are satisfied. Hope you use this. Have you realized also that family and friends might ask you for your phone to view something, or you're showing something to your family member or friend, and while they're viewing, they're tempted to just swipe up, leave the application, and then wander in your phone? Well, what if I told you that you could actually stop them and keep them right there? I'll show you. This is a feature that's on your phone you're not using. For instance, if I gave my phone to somebody and there are notes, they're looking at something. If I swipe up this way, I can select this here and then select pin this app. And then with the hit of OK, they are unable to leave the application from this point. They can stay inside that very application but won't be able to leave. So they are unable to leave. This is going to keep them inside here throughout because nothing they do would allow them to leave the application. But for them to leave the application, they're going to require your fingerprint or your mode of unlocking your phone. So let me show you how. What you're going to do first and foremost is to come into settings. Once in settings, you're going to go all the way down to security and privacy. In security and privacy, you're going to come down to more security settings. And at this very point, you're going to select and toggle this on, which is allow apps to be pinned. Once that option is turned on, when you hand your phone over to somebody, for instance, in this very application, you're going to swipe up. And whilst you're up here, you're going to tap on this icon and select pin this application and hit OK. At this point, they are unable to leave the application unless they're going to pull down here or perform the instruction that's going to show on the phone. Like in this case, the pin app, swipe up and hold. So in this case, I'm going to have to swipe up and hold, and then it comes into the lock screen. I need to unlock first. If you didn't know this, now you know it. Next, have you ever had this issue where you're on WhatsApp and communicating with somebody, the person requests for a certain photo that you have, but to find it, you need to go into gallery, look for it in gallery, and then now come into WhatsApp to look for it in WhatsApp before you go send it to them in gallery? That is kind of hectic. Well, what if I told you that bundled into one are two features that you should use on your phone to get the benefit of this? One is the split screen mode, where for instance, you're in WhatsApp like this, and you proceed to swipe up this way, tap on the icon up here, and then select open split view. This is going to allow you to then bring your gallery in, and then from there you're able to hold on to any photo and then bring it here, drop it in, and then you're able to share it. This is one way. The second way, which probably you're not using because you're thinking it's not possible or it hasn't even crossed your mind, is you could go into your gallery and select whatever images you want to share. And once you've done that, you're going to hold on to the images this way, and then you're going to swipe down or hit the recent applications, and select where you want to drop them in and drop them like this. From here, you're able to add stickers and everything to the images and proceed to share them. I'm sure you've never even tried this. Well, you can thank me later. Have you ever thought of the fact that there could be a statement, a list, or information that you want pinned on your screen throughout the day without the need for downloading or looking for a particular application on your phone? You could actually already do it. Let me show you how. Once you're in whichever stage the content is at, you're going to swipe to your left and pick the AI select. Then you can select the space where you want, maybe all of this for instance, and then you're going to hit on the pin here. Now this is then going to cause this one to be floating and pinned on your screen. Wherever you go in your phone, this is going to remain pinned on the screen. Also, you could tap on it this way and then shrink it smaller so that it's still floating there but doesn't occupy too much space, so that when you need it, you can just tap on it and then it's going to enlarge again for you to do what you want to do with it. thank me later. So finally, the season is here where new Samsung phones are coming out, which is very tempting, causing you to either buy a new one or probably you're going to buy an old one that someone was using before. Well, let me show you a way to check every single thing on the phone to make sure that all is well with your phone before you buy it. This is what you want to do. You want to go into settings, tap on settings, and once you're inside, you're scrolling all the way down till you reach device care on the phone you want to buy. Then you're going to scroll down and tap on diagnosis. Wait for a couple of seconds and then select the first option there, phone diagnosis. What this allows you to do is to test every single thing that has to do with your phone. It's going to check the software, check your battery percentage, NFC, SIM, power restart status, every single thing that pertains to your phone. 24 of them. It's going to check the sound, the screen, the touch screen, and so many things. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is you buy a phone thinking the screen is okay, and you know the prices of screens these days. You're going to have to go and buy a new one, almost the price of a new phone. So you can go through all these and then check which sensors or which part of your phone is not working properly before you buy. So there we have it, guys. It's a wrap. These are the 7 things you're probably not using on your Samsung phone and how you should activate or use them. And I hope you learned a thing or two from it. Let me know in the comment section the country you're watching from and also how many out of the 7 you learned by giving me your country. For example, the US -4. That means 4 things you didn't know that you just found out. Thank you for watching.